Welcome back to the Southeastern Sports Report presented by State Farm. I want to thank Athletics Director Bart Belaris for spending some time with us here on our program. And at this point of the show, we're going to throw it out to North Oaks Park as the Lady Lions softball team under Coach Pete Langlois had a big victory against UTSA. Let's check out the highlights.
Southeastern Louisiana softball team returned to action on Friday night, take on UTSA in Southland Conference action. Early on, Southeastern gets help from its defense as Kayla Ellswick turns a double play to end the inning. Michelle Dewey beats out an infield bunt single to lead off the bottom of the first for Southeastern. Kelsey Nichols with a nice sacrifice bunt here to move Dewey into scoring position. With one out, Haley Staten hits Megan McCullum to put runners on first and second. UTSA gets bailed out by their defense as Megan Gomez lines out to Ashley Kapler and she flips over to second for the double play. Moving on to the second, Kenna Terry, third strikeout of Nikki Goff. And she gets an easy ground out to end the inning, no score. Ariel Van Hook got things started in the bottom of the second for Southeastern with a single down the right field line, dropped into no man's land. And Kayla Ellswick attempts to bunt her over to second, but nice defense there by UTSA, gets the lead runner. Katie Matthews came through with 2 outs, hitting a double off the base of the right field fence, scoring Ellswick. That was the seniors' team high 7th double of the season. Gave Southeastern a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the second. That was all they could manage as Haley Staten strikes out Trish Bliss. Southeastern continued to cruise in the third. It's a nice play there by Kayla Ellswick, showing off her arm at short. And then Terry induces an easy fly ball to Michelle Dewey out in center. UTSA was having some success against the Southeastern lineup as they get McCullum to ground out. UTSA took advantage of a bad throw there by Trish Bliss on a sac bunt attempt by Molly Fickner, and they had runners at the corners. And that fly ball is just deep enough. Nice catch by Matthews, but allows a run to score easily from third and not to score at 1. Terry would keep it there, though, getting an easy ground out there. McCullum makes a nice play on the runner trying to advance to second. TSA coach doesn't like the call, but it stood. And then for the final out of the inning, Goff flies out, and Matthews is able to run it down along the right field line. Score still tied at 1. Megan Gomez led off the inning with a sharp single up the middle. And she moves over to second on a nice sac bunt by Ariel Van Hook. She would stay there as Fickner throws out Ellswick, trying to beat out an infield single to end the inning. Terry was still in command, and you see a nice play, juggling catch there by Ariel Van Hook. See on the slow-mo replay, she misses the first attempt, but stays with it and makes a great catch right outside the Southeastern dugout. And another easy pop-up for McCullum to handle in shallow right center. And went to the bottom of the 5th, still tied at 1. Michelle Dewey with one of her 2 infield hits in the ball game beats out a nice bunt down the first base line. Kelsey Nichols lines out to center to end that threat. In the 6th, more great defense there by Kayla Ellswick, showing off that strong arm from shortstop. UTSA did threaten a little bit as Molly Fickner lined a double down the right field line. Give the Road Runners winning go-ahead run in scoring position. But Southeastern got out of it again. Nice ground ball to McCullum for the final out of the inning. McCullum starts Southeastern off in the bottom of the sixth with a liner that Goff couldn't handle at third base. Infield single for McCullum starts things. She moves over to second on the sac bunt by Megan Gomez. And the pitcher couldn't handle the shot off of Van Hook's bat. Put runners at first and third. Katie Morris came in to pinch run, and then you see Kapler making an error on a ball off the bat of Katie Doyle, allowing a go-ahead run to score. Morgan Luxia came in for UTSA, and she promptly hit Ellswick to load the bases. Still only one out in the inning. They get the second out here as Matthews hits a grounder to Fickner, and she throws out Katie Morris trying to score from third. And Trish Bliss with an infield single. Doyle comes home, and it's 3-1 Lady Lions. Michelle Dewey capped the inning scoring right here with a shot through the right side, scoring Ellswick and putting the Lady Lions up 4-1. And that was plenty for Terry, who pitched a perfect seventh inning, getting the final out here on an easy fly ball to Dewey for Southeastern's second conference win of the season. Lady Lions improve to 9-28 overall, 2-9 in conference play. Kenna Terry with a complete game 3-hitter, didn't give up an earned run and ran her record to 3-12. Michelle Dewey led Southeastern at the plate, 3 for 4 on the day with a RBI. And Katie Doyle knocked in the go-ahead run, scored a run herself. Southeastern will be back in action at home on April 27th and 28th, hosting Stephen F. Austin for a 2-game Southland Conference Series at North Oak Park.
Thanks, Kimler. Let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to check in with Coach Jay Ortiz and his baseball team as he welcomed in the preseason favorite of the Southland Conference, Texas State, to Alumni Field over the weekend. We'll be right back on the Southeastern Sports Report presented by State Farm.